All for your podcast, yo, this wrong. Rob, man, Ryan taking over the mic. There are a few sports and the stories ignite. Rocking the house, we're taking flight. Turn it up now, let's amplify. Podcast moving, reaching to the sky. Crank up the volume, here is reunite. Join the ride, we won't deny.
G'day guys, welcome back to the show. We're your hosts. I'm Rob.
I'm Matt. And I'm Ryan.
And we're at episode 49. And tonight's episode, we are speaking to Glen from Stay Fancy. How you going, mate?
Hey boys, how you going? Great to be on the podcast and chatting to you boys. And yeah, up for some laughters and see what goes on, hey?
Yeah.
It's good to have you, mate.
Cheers for coming on, eh?
No, that's all good.
First of all, I just want to say I absolutely love your sunglasses as well. Like, I've been wearing the shit out of the Seabreeze ones. They just feel so good.
No, they are, man, and they are good sunglasses and that. And I do. You know what? I rate them for the quality of them for their price. So you can go to a survey these days and pick up a pair of sunglasses for $60, and they're just a piece of crap. You simply can't put it any other way. So just with everything going on at the moment, with house rent prices going up, everything else and all that. So I try and keep everything at best quality and best price as I can. There's other people out there that do the same glasses, but obviously charge a lot more. So it just is what it is, eh?
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. They got a great feel to them too. Like even the I gave them all a whirl today. What are these ones called?
Utopia
ones.
Yeah, they're cool.
I like them a lot because I don't like having too crowded on my face. But they feel excellent. Really lightweight, but they feel good.
The Utopias were the first ones that I got actually out of everything. They were just. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't even half the time I don't even know I'm wearing them. Like they've got a TR90 frame on them, so they're flexible as. And I never knew actually. It was one of my mates actually that said to me, mate, you should check out these things on the water. They're amazing on the water compared to some other more expensive brands and all that stuff. And the best thing about them too is when they're out there, they friggin' if you drop them in the water, they still stay at the top level of the water, so it doesn't sink straight down to the bottom where a lot of us sink too many cans, and there's the first thing that goes over. It's either that or your fucking phone, and you're swearing your head off the whole time.
It's absolutely.
Well, I'll go into the first question, and is what made you get into the sunglasses business?
So it all started. It was weird. So I went over to Japan on a holiday actually. So about a good 18 months ago, I went over there, and I'm a dual trade and all that stuff. And I was thinking of other ways to make income with all this COVID stuff and all that was going on. So I went on a holiday, and this dude that I met up with, he's just like to me. He does sunglasses and safety glasses and this and that, and I just said, you know what, stuff it. Might as well give it a go and see where it goes from there. And then I just started thinking of logos and all that stuff afterwards. So yeah, that's how I really got into it. And then the logo came about with I've been doing FIFO now for about 14 years now. So I've done 4-in-1 rosters, so 4 weeks on, 1 week off. Done your 18 and 10s, been onshore, offshore, the whole lot. And I've lost a few mates over the years to mental health, and I was starting to get over it, to tell you the honest truth. Like a lot of bigger companies, they all talk about it, but there's nothing. It's like it's one of those things when they write their contracts that it's something that they say it, but it doesn't mean anything to them. It's just in there for that reason. And to that point, I started to get to the point that I was over it. So, yeah, that's how it all come about.
Yeah.
You see a lot of companies that use that, men's mental health tag as sort of just like, as you said, they say it, but there's no substance or depth behind it. It's more something they say to gain an audience.
Yeah.
Well, there isn't.
I'm not naming companies, but it happens.
No. I'm not naming any company, mate, but I can tell you that a lot of them. So as soon as you say something about mental health, if you say, "Oh, I've got mental health, issues at the moment," the first thing that they do is that they stand you down. So they stand you down until you're right to come back to work, and that's it. That's not helping someone. You've just lost their income. They've just lost this. They've just lost that for talking about how they feel, especially in the male industry, like with the FIFO stuff of it all. Like it's like something crazy, like 8-1 to the females of how many people males actually do it. It's a number one. It's like one of the number one causes for males is that. So. It's a lot more serious than what a lot of people think. Like, even myself, when I was younger, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I'd never do that. But, I've been to that, I've been at that stages and I've been, I've fucking ran the mongrel dog. You know what I mean? I've been down, and I don't care what any male says. Everyone's thought about it as a male, am I good enough? How do I do this better?
Yeah.
We all go through our lows and all that stuff. And that's where the whole shaka come around. Like, it's just something to break the silence, just to communicate to someone. Because, like, when you go do your construction jobs or your FIFO jobs, you got all your inductions, and it's nerve wracking as fuck. So, for a 21-year-old that's just starting his apprenticeship and all that stuff, I know with the older boys like yourselves, me, I'm getting older, and it's hard to break that between us. But if we can get the next generation that are coming through to even just to talk or do this or that, even just to lower it by 15 or 20%, that 15 or 20% over how many people actually do it, it's fucking quite a few numbers. So yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
bloody oath. Yeah.
Agree on that.
Yeah, something that we've talked about a lot. We've done an episode on it early days.
Yeah,
we've had all our own experiences that we were happy to share.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. So I think sharing your experiences is another part of breaking the silence. Just make sure that everyone can tell their story, and it's in safety and all that sort of stuff, and it's met with support. Not like I've worked for big companies as well myself, and it is exactly like that. Exactly like you said, with 99% of them, it's in their contracts just to cover their ass.
Yeah.
And that's about the end of it. They wash their hands of it after that.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of companies use it as a draw card too. Like
100%.
See, they support, men's mental health. That's good, but at the end of the day, what are they actually doing for men's mental health? You can say anything if you want.
100%. And that's one of the biggest things that I want to do. Like at the moment, I'm only a small company and all that stuff, but I've put a lot of time, put a lot of investment, and I'm not going anywhere. And that's one of the things that I'm going to stick by for for ages and all that stuff. I'm one of those people. If I start something, I'm going to fucking see it to the end, and I don't care. And then I want to start getting bigger, and then start doing like events, charity events, or mates. Even you got mates in construction, stuff like that. Start working with your bigger companies. There's so many avenues that you can go down. Like you got homeless people, you've got construction people, like people, even kids, you know what I mean, trying to get into jobs and all that stuff. They can't afford safety glasses. Like my safety glasses that I got, like say I buy 1,000 safety glasses, okay, at least 30 or 40 of them, they might have the smallest little nick on them. But my missus is OCD, so if she sees that little sick, it goes over there. So I wouldn't mind getting communities like that, even in the Indigenous community or other communities in Australia, that can't afford to get that kind of gear, to send it to them. Do raffles, do something.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, do something, is because they're just sitting there doing nothing, and that's what too many companies, bigger companies, they just throw them out. They don't care. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so.
No, that'd be awesome, man. I like all the ideas around that sort of initiative, especially the getting kids that are trying to get jobs and all that. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
And that's it. If anyone's, watching, in your podcast and all that stuff, and you are companies, do you know what I mean? And you've got, 15 or 20 kids there that can't afford them, mate, just hit me up online. I have no problems. I'll chuck you the samples that I got. They might have a little nick here and there, but they're still great pairs of glasses. They're still rated to your Australian safety. They're still this, they're that. And all I ask for is just, a thank you. That's all I ask for. And the other thing is that I ask people to do, if they do get it, actually do what the glasses mean. So, like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna buy them and all that stuff, which 100%, I'm happy that you're buying them and all that stuff. But the whole point of it is to see if people are all right. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
it's
they're
an
killers.
important
Which
message
one's the safety glasses?
No, these ones.
Yeah.
These are unreal.
They're not like your regular safety glasses. They look sick.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you can. Like I said,
look
I'd
awesome.
wear these like every day.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
And they're
And
heavy duty.
they feel quality.
Yeah.
Like, they don't feel like this is gonna break.
100%. So we're
one.
going to keep the same styles, just with all different colours and all that stuff, mix matching and all that stuff, and then slowly work your way, up there. And that, I'll tell you what, advertising, mate. I'll tell you what, it's like a bucket bomb of bloody money that you got to spend to get your bloody name out there. I'll tell you. But
It's fun.
Oh yeah.
It's so
yes, you boys would know, eh?
Oh man,
That's why I like the where you run the giveaways and just give
Yeah.
shit away for free is the best form of advertising there is.
Oh,
It's not
100%.
only that you're getting advertising, but you're giving someone something that they probably might not be able to afford anyway.
Yeah.
100%. And like, I grew up in Sydney and all that stuff, and I grew up in housing commission most of my life and all that. My mum had 4 of us, and she was a single woman. We couldn't afford much, so
Yeah.
and that's all it's about. It's like the company is all about is helping people out that can't afford it, and it's I think it's a lot harder these days, and I'll take my hat off to parents that are single parents and all that stuff that are doing it all by themselves, because when we were younger, I'm 36 years old. When my mum was doing it, it was hard and all that stuff, but it was doable. Now, now, man, I'd hate to be a single parent on, your minimum wage, and you got teenage kids that need stuff like work boots, this, that. There's no one helping them.
No.
mate. It's not easy these days earning a good wage.
Oh, 100%, mate. Yeah.
Being single and earning fuck all, like it's
$1,000 a week goes nowhere really. Yeah,
No, it doesn't. You're
Yeah,
paying
yeah.
fucking $600 in rent.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Throw bills
Yeah,
on top of
it's
that.
outrageous.
You're not even
Yeah,
eating.
that's gone. Yeah, that's right. How do you go with balancing your business with your FIFO?
Oh fuck! I tell you what, it's like a bullet to the head. It's hard, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got a great partner. So my partner, she does all the packing. She does everything. So we've got a 7-week-old baby. So she looks after him, and then gets up in the morning, packs the orders, does everything. So I take my hat off to her. So she does most of it. I'm the lazy bastard.
Yeah.
I just go to work. Yeah, honestly, like
Teamwork makes the dream work.
100%. I rather go. I go
it's
do
good.
100-hour week, mate, and she looks after the rest day. So, but
Yeah.
the 1 week on, 1 week off helps, so I can start coming here and doing all that stuff. So like do this kind of thing. So it works out well. Like we're a great team with each other and complement each other on everything that we do. She's about to study soon to do accounting and all that stuff. So we both push each other to succeed, because at the end of the day, is the only thing that you never get back is time. So do what you can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I know the inspiration behind the company is the draw card for opening that bracket to talk about men's mental health. But where did the actual name and logo come from? How did you come?
Oh, so it was a crack up. So I was working in where was that? I was working for Downers. So working for Downers Inland at Roma. So man, a couple of my mates that I was talking to, they're like, fuck, they want to start a business. I want to start a business. And then I just met someone, but I was there one day and we're just drinking, me and the boys, and I'm like, oh fuck, I got a name, eh? Stay fancy, eh? And they're like, oh yeah, pretty boy like you, eh? Wouldn't fucking surprise me, eh? And then I was like, so they're just giving it to me. And then me and my mates give each other the shackers all the time with each other. We're like, oh, on the mine site we yell out to each other, or gas rigs, and give it. And I was like, well, fuck, why not put Stay Fancy with a shacker? And then I was like, well, fuck, if we can use that shacker. And everything just kept rolling. So at the moment, I've only been open for 6 months, and it's been hectic, mate. I'm not gonna fucking bullshit you. Like, my mind just fucking goes 100 miles an hour. Sometimes it's like, oh, fuck, I've got to fix that on the website. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, fuck, I've got work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll be at work like, fuck. And then, because when you go down the hole, you don't get back up for another 12 hours. So you're like, did it fix? Fuck. I'm going to be at work in 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah. There's no shut-off period, eh?
It isn't, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah,
And
no, that's...
but the whole Stay Fancy name in the shack is like,
Yeah.
without knowing any thought of effort that went into it, it just goes together.
Yeah,
It does. Yeah.
It really does.
100%.
Yeah.
Mate, I didn't... Well, fuck, I'm not going to lie to you, mate. Like, when I thought of it first off, I was like, fuck, all right, got to get drunk more often and think of this shit, eh?
Yeah.
Mate,
Some of our best ideas have come from being
about
drunk.
to say that sometimes there's no substitute for just spitballing with some
100%.
mates over a few beers, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was funny, mate. Oh, fuck, the backlash that I got off it before I even opened up the business. Stay fancy, you pretty boy bitch. They used to be mates. We're almost just changed the name, eh? Just to get used to say fuck yous, eh? But yeah, nah.
Well, it's funny. It
I like
explains
it, though.
why.
It's
I
a
suppose
talking
explains
point.
why I haven't seen your company before. Because, like I said when I spoke to you, like I've been searching for sunglasses to fit my head without feeling like it's crushing my scone. But yeah, and then I stumbled across your website. On Facebook, I think it was, and then I went over to Instagram and had a look, and I'm looking around. I've never heard of it, but I like the look of them.
Yeah.
And I read a couple of reviews and stuff, and everyone was saying how good they fit, and that's when I messaged you and just started talking to you about it. And yeah, as soon as I bought I got the Seabreeze ones.
Yeah,
first.
you did, yeah.
Man,
And you asked me
they're
about the
unreal.
other ones. And I think that's...
because
the,
legit, sorry, go.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Because legit, when I first opened the Seabreeze sunglasses, I pulled them out and I'm like, oh fuck, they're not going to fit me head. And I'm like, just moving them around. I'm like, I'll put them on. And I put them on and I'm sitting there for a minute. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to fucking be skin tight on my head.
Nah.
But it just sits nice and comfortable. Like, it just it forms to your head really nicely.
Yeah.
And then I put them next to me, these other ones. I got the XL sunglasses. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, what's different here? And then I looked and the XL ones at the back, fucking mirrored shit. It goes in it went in like that, where yours still come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's what it is. And it doesn't sit at the back here and just push into the back of your fucking
And it hurts, man. You boys would know. It hurts. Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
does. Yeah.
Well, from someone who buys his fucking sunnies from Temu,
Temu.
they could, and I'm putting an order in straight after this fucking podcast.
Oh, mate, even when he told me about, get this, he's told me about the Temu or whatever it is, the where he's got his, because I asked where the fuck did he get that, the thing that rotates around?
The spin. Yeah.
Fucking
yeah,
mate. You fucking stitched me up. I jumped on it, okay, and you win this free prize, and then another free prize. That was like 6. I chose
Takes you 10 minutes just to get in there.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Keep spinning the wheel.
chose 4 different of the fucking spinning things. I thought, you know what, I can't get any of these wrong. It's because I've got 4 of them now. So they arrived when I got back.
Yeah.
And the missus goes, did you even look at the dimensions of them, you dumb prick? And they're like little fucking like spin tops. And I was cracking up.
Oh, no. That's where everyone fucks up.
Yeah.
Because when you buy it, like, because some people just go straight to buy, but there's a little option on there that you can change what you want, like what size you want.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did with this fucking rug. Like this rug, I got like a big Jaeger rug, but
So
I
you fucked up
fucking
a few
just
times
chose
and
the
learned.
first one, but I got the small one. Oh yeah, I learned from it. I learned from it.
You got a welcome mat instead of a fucking.
Yeah, I got a welcome mat instead of this fucking big rug that I wanted.
He went to buy a towel and got a fucking rag.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's your handkerchief.
That would look good at the beach.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Oh, buddy, that's a cover.
Oh, my wife would have made me take it too. She's like, "No, you want to fucking waste your money? You're taking it."
Oh, they do.
All right.
So with males, what they don't understand is we don't care. They get more embarrassed than what we do.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, how many sunglasses, how many styles of sunglasses and safety glasses do you have currently?
So currently we've got the Tridents, those bigger ones there. So we've got a range of, I think there's about 8 or 9 different colours on them. So we've got from the, so if you have a look at there, you've got the black frame. And the new ones, we've got the clear frames, and they're going off at the moment. I'm not going to lie. I don't have any on me at the moment, but they're here. They're just in the fucking all packed away. But yeah, got the clear frame ones, which are they're going off. They're all on the website, so
They look cool. Yeah,
they are.
I've seen them.
And I'm going to try and stick. So I've got the Poseidons on there, which are like your normal style, but I'm going to start sticking towards the bigger ones that you have because obviously they sell a lot better. So.
Yeah,
you can't, because when you buy something, it's got to be a minimum order, and fuck, I'll tell you what, like a minimum order is like 10k. So,
right.
You're dropping big dollars and all that stuff. Even like me, when I first started this, it was something that I had to take serious about it because you got to drop, you got to drop a fair bit of money. I'm not going to bullshit about it. My missus still looks at my bank account and goes. So yeah,
it's scary those first few big orders that you have to do.
Yeah, it is.
I
think the most scariest thing about it all is that when you actually buy them and you get because they're all Australian certified, so you got all them, so which it's good. But I think the biggest thing about scariest is that okay, you get your first order, you got a minimum, and it's 10k, and you're like, I have to transfer these people 10k, and I don't even know these people. But what happens if they don't come? Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
I've met this bloke that's, the in-between man, but I've met him in Japan. How do I know he's not a con artist where I've just... So it was a massive gamble. So...
Absolutely.
And upfront cost too,
and everything's upfront, so...
Like, it's... I mean, I guess you're sort of gambling, but if you back yourself and you're confident of what you can actually produce, then... And it takes commitment and work to do it as well.
And that's what the biggest thing is that I did have I've worked good jobs for the last 13 or 14 years, and I've said you've got to weigh it up. Do you know what I mean? If I lose it, I'm going to be angry. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be quite upset. I'm going to go buy a fucking lot of boxes of beer to get over it, and then I'm still going to be upset about it. But it worked out pretty well. So like. At the moment, we've just been a new company and all that stuff. Obviously, the first 12 to 24 months, you're always behind the 8 ball. But it's just getting the name out there, mate. Honestly, it's not even really, like, don't get me wrong, I love the glasses and all that stuff, but it's a name that means a lot to me and getting it out there. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what we're like with the bit of Mafia. Like, we've been at it for, like, a couple of years now. And just getting the name out there itself is
that's the game.
Is the hardest part, really, sometimes, and just getting recognised and.
Mate, you just need to try and get on that Alpha Blokes fucking fight night.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Number 2's coming up soon. I was talking about buying tickets. Number 2's coming up soon.
Yeah. Well, mate, it's a fucking massive promo for you. Do you know what I mean? For a podcast, and you can get on the fight night, be something unreal. But
that'd actually be pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll probably fly down there and just get drunk. I would tell my missus would be like to me, Glen, there is no way you're jumping in that ring. And I'll be like, so give me a few beers and I'll tell the boys I've got 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
That's if someone pushes in front of the KFC line. So I'm fucked.
Yeah, you'd want to be able to knock someone out straight away because as soon as you start throwing a few punches, you'd be like, oh fuck.
Oh, mate.
This is going to take a while.
Absolutely.
When you get older, mate, it's like, fuck, you wake up out of bed and you struggle just to roll out. Like, I go to the gym every day and I've still got to roll out of bed. And I'm like, I'm not as young as I bloody used to be.
Yeah.
I get sore from sitting down drinking. I don't know what happens, but the next day
you do, but
I'm sick.
if the chair's too uncomfortable, you wake up.
I didn't do anything.
You've just done a marathon.
Couldn't have done less.
100%.
It's like today I handed Matt a fucking. We're having a sandwich and I was here and I handed it to him and I'm like, ugh, the old dad noise, and he grabs it and he sits back and he's like, ugh. Fucking hell.
100%.
Oh, back to business. What do we got? What do you reckon sets your company apart from other glasses companies?
I think that what sets us up, and there's one thing that isn't going to change. It doesn't matter how big it gets or anything. Where I've got the set goal where I'm going to try and get this company as big as I can, and for those simple reasons. But the biggest thing will be is that there'll always be a direct line to me, and I don't care if I get from 10 people to 1 million people. There will be a specific email address that or telephone number that will come straight to me. Like you boys, when you jumped on, you wanted some. You hit me up. I was there. I read it and all that stuff. Yes, I won't be able to always get back to you, within a thing, but within a certain amount of time, 72 hours or whatever, then I'll get back to you if you got any questions or you want to know something or this and that. Like, and that's the way that I want to run it. I want to run it where I know everything and I know what's going on because I don't want the whole thing to be misled into something the wrong way. So. Yeah, that's probably
there's something to be said for personal service as well, and knowing the person that stands behind the brand, and it's not just a faceless brand. I think there's something to that.
100%. And I always have my number there, like on my webpage. I've got emails. I've got on my Facebook page. I've got my mobile number. If anyone wants to reach out and have a chat, mate, I'm more than welcome to. And that's like yourself, boys. You say, I love you guys reaching out to me, and you reach out to a lot of people as well the same way. It's and this is the same thing as what we're doing now. Is the same thing as the logo and the company. You're breaking the silence. You're talking, you're laughing, you're having a fucking chat. We don't even know each other from a bar of soap, and we're already laughing and giggling.
That's right.
That's it.
That's the whole motto of the whole thing. It doesn't matter whether it's safety glasses, this or that. Like at the moment, I've got gym singlets coming in at the moment. So I got them and just a backpack, that I'm going to start doing soon. It's everything that I want to get in line where it gets the name out there. So obviously I train, get the name out there. I work at a lot of campsites, so campsites, construction, FIFO, everything else. Most of the boys go to the gym in the afternoons. It's getting, and that's the way to get the name out. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, it's funny because I've been sharing a lot of my stuff. Like when I've got the sunglasses, or I'll just share random stuff on Facebook and stuff about your company. And people have messaged me and they're like, since I've seen your bloody posts about the sunglasses, I just keep getting the ads for fucking Stay Fancy. And I'm like, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I'm trying to get to happen here.
100%,
Yeah.
And that's the best thing about it all is, getting the name out there. It's one of those things, everything takes time. And it takes time and fucking not a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's important for small businesses to have this reach with each other and have
100%.
that community feel to it where you can help each other out a bit. You can, there's a nice bit of sharing involved and everyone prospers.
Oh, 100%. Like, I'm surprised, you boys should be fucking a lot bigger by now. Like, you go across small businesses and all that stuff and, you're a bunch of great lads and that. But also, too, fucking, you're starting now, in 5 years' time, you could be massive, I could be massive. Who fucking knows? Do you know what I mean? You're like, hey, do you know that time we're sitting there and we're drinking piss on a fucking podcast, now you're on TV.
Yeah, no, that's right.
So, I think, like, a lot... Matt, he has his own beard oil company, and he knows this better than anyone. A lot of people in the beard oil community who run their own beard oil products, some of them haven't been. They see him as competition, and they don't want to embrace. They don't want to embrace it, and they sort of shun you. Where I think you should be welcoming competition, if not welcoming it, just work together.
Very rigid community.
Because if you're the only supplier of a certain product, then your product's going to just turn to shit because you get complacent.
100% is.
Competition is the variety of life. So...
Mate, look how many people in the world there are. You can't fucking tell me that, one product's going to be this and that. You might want your product for style. You might want your product for, silkiness, smooth. There's so many different fucking things out there, And it's, there's that many people in the world to fucking share the love around, like... That'd be a dick.
Exactly what I've always said. The pie is big enough for everyone to get a slice and be happy.
100%.
And get along.
Yeah, 100%.
And leading into, obviously, you're very hungry to build Stay Fancy. Do you have an end goal or somewhere where you would like to be from where you are now?
it's hard. Like at the moment, it's getting the name out there. I haven't even really thought about it, to tell you the honest truth. Like if I can get into Bunnings in 5 years' time or shit like that, then it's great. Like I'm fucking definitely going in the right step. But if I don't, and I'm still making a good income, still getting the name out, still doing this, still doing that, then yeah. But I'll definitely love to, I think the biggest long run out of it all would be to stop, quit work and start staying at home, making myself, money, and also getting the name out there. So like going to all your charity events, going to this, going to that, to give back to the communities and give back to everything else. And if I can get time to do that, then fuck 100%, mate. I would be more than happy to do that. But at the end of the day,
Bunnings would be a big platform.
Yeah. Bunnings would be a fucking massive platform.
It'd be a great platform.
But like everyone says, mate, aim from the sky, and if you only get to the fucking clouds, at least you made it somewhere.
That's exactly very true.
And, I mean, if you don't try, then you've sort of failed already, haven't you?
And that's the biggest thing is, mate. Like, it's a lot of it's quite frustrating. It'd be like you boys. It'd be like anyone that ever starts anything. There's a lot of negative people. There's a lot of negative people is because people get to a point and come to an idea, okay, or they're going to start this and they're going to do that, but it's a gunner, and that's all it ever is.
Yeah.
And it's to make, and the hardest bit is to make that leap. Like yourself, you made the leap doing all this. Myself made the leap spending the money that I needed to do. It's taking that leap, and a lot of people don't do it. They don't.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So
Otherwise, everyone would be doing it if they did. So it's not for the faint of heart.
There's a lot of fear of failure out there for a lot of people as well.
It's hard work.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, there is a lot of fear of failure and that. But like I tell everyone, you boys, to everyone that listens to all this and that, is do it, man. Like you're always going to fail at something in life. You're actually not failing. It's what you learnt from that to get yourself to become back stronger. Well, you're never going to grow as a person. Everyone here has failed in sports in one stage or another. Everyone's been to a grand final loss. Everyone's done this and that. It's how you learn from it that makes you better as a person.
Yep.
Yeah,
100%.
That's exactly right.
100%.
And that's what we look, because that's one thing we love about this podcast is when we have people like you on that's got a small business that are just building and stuff like that. Because when I asked you if you wanted to come on, and you said I messaged the boy straight away and I said, look, he wants to come on. I said, this guy is hungry for his business to grow. I said, so this is going to be a good episode. So we need to get him on. Yeah. And we had to make it happen.
Yeah, no, it's good. I appreciate it.
And it's good to see, like, because there's a lot of people that start a business but don't really do a lot to get it going. Like they just want it to happen. They just think it's going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
They just don't put in the legwork and all that sort of stuff.
And that's what it is. Everyone thinks that, opening up a business is in, 2 weeks' time, you're going to be a multimillionaire. A fucking definite.
Yeah.
We'll all be fucking multimillionaires by now, not working.
Oh, God.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the ideas we've had over the fucking time now, it'd be loaded.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
The amount of unpaid hours that we put in.
Oh, God, yeah.
Volunteer
The unpaid hours is what kills you.
It's nuts.
Have you got any plans for the Stay Fancy brand for products outside of sunglasses? Just a question I haven't written down, but I just thought of it.
Yeah, so I had that before where I was saying to do the singlets. So I'm doing singlets will be coming out soon. I'm a gym person, obviously, and for people with gym, or it's just a slow thing to do that, and then try and get into caps and backpacks. So it's the whole thing where if you go to, say, you go into a construction place, or you've got your gym things, you've got your hat, you've got it's pretty much like essential kit bag to go out there and do what you want to do when you're away from home. So if you're doing, FIFO or you're doing whatever. And also too, it's, it's getting the name out there as well to fucking see how people are. Like, mate, I can't wait to get these things to tell you the honest truth is, because like you watch how many people go to the gym for like mental health, this and that. And mate, they'll go there and fucking straight away, like a few of my mates and all that know about it. Other people know about it, and they think it's a fucking great idea. So, yeah.
Yep.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very adaptable. The the look of your brand too. It's not. It's very adaptable to other things. It's a very stylish thing, like whacking it on a shirt or a hat or a study holder or whatever you want to do.
And
it's very, very adaptable.
Yeah. And that was, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I fucking thought of it like that, because I fucking didn't, I'll tell you that much. Those things, mate. If you said to me in a year, because I started this, it would be a year ago today, because I went to Japan, when was it, last August I went, so I did that and then started getting designs and all that ready now. A year ago, and you said where I was at now, I'd be like, nah, mate, you're a wanker. Get off the crack pipe. You're a fucker. So,
that's
you got to have that self-belief, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Number one driving force behind
Definitely.
Small business, self-belief, and the belief of your close people.
Mate.
I think.
Tell you what, if I didn't have self-belief, I'd probably have 2 black eyes from the missus by now, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's another thing I like about the Sunnies. They're big enough to hide those black eyes after.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bloody
100%,
oath.
mate. Or you when you come over and you're walking out, you're like, oh, fuck, here we go again.
Absolutely.
I actually had these ones on the other day, and I said to my wife, I was like, "Can you see my eyes on these?" And she's like, "Nah." I'm like, "That's good."
I'm just going to go in the do a Homer Simpson pair when he's in the court.
Yeah. Give me those. And those.
That's good shit.
Well, this is a question we ask all the people, guests we have on that run their own business.
Yep.
What advice would you give to anyone thinking about starting up like a sunglass business of their own?
Yeah, mate, go ahead, man. Like sunglasses,
general.
bags, whatever. Whatever that you...
Yeah.
But just don't... If you're going to do it, and don't go in half-artist. If you're going to do it, do what you're going to say, is because a lot of times in life you'll say to yourself, and I've done it to myself 1,000 times, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And then you tell 1,000 people, but you don't. So go do it, man. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? You only live life once, like I said before, and you're never going to, the only thing you can't get back is time. So go make the most of it, man. Like, and I'll support anyone out there, man. Like, if someone wants to have a chat, this, that, hey, fuck, jump on the show, mate. And I'll have a chat and say, hey, this is how I went about it. This is how I start. Not like I fucking know fuck all because I've only just started, but I can give you the first fucking couple of steps. But,
Yeah.
That's a good thing to be. It's a good way to be as well. Like we were talking before about competition and all that sort of stuff. Like with the podcast, when we first started this podcast, I reached out to a few people that do podcasts, and like some of these guys are big, but they all got back to me and they all gave me advice on what to do and what not to do and all that sort of stuff. And I was shocked. Like, I wasn't expecting it.
yeah.
Especially coming from like when because we all started off as like streamers, like game streamers and stuff.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of people in there that are a bit of an arsehole. But
Way of putting it.
yeah. But but these guys, they were unreal. Like they would message me, and then even some of them would message me like later on, like maybe 6 months later, and just to find out how everything was going and checking up. Like, that's unreal.
Because I think a lot of things with that point of view is fear, mate. Fear holds a lot of people back. And and you know what? All it does is take that one question, say, hey, mate, this, and then when they come back and you're like, fuck me dead. Why didn't I do this 10 years ago? Or why didn't I do this here? You know what I mean? And it's just, it's amazing. And it's just that one little fucking step inside your own head that fucks you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So don't overthink it. Just fucking do it.
Just have a crack.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the worst thing you do is just sit back and keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it because you talk yourself out of it in the end.
Oh, mate, you talk yourself out when you're waking up in the morning and go to work. If you sit there for fucking too long, you walk yourself out of the bed and go back to bed.
Yeah. I talk myself out of taking the bins out every Sunday. But nah, fuck it. I'll get the Garbo next week.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I've done that before.
It's all that full.
Hungover and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, and I'm normally pretty crook on a Sunday too, so checks out.
The end of that crook, you actually scroll on your phone looking at how to get a new bin.
Yeah.
How do I get a second bin?
I wish I was friendly with my neighbours. So I could just ring the cunt. Be like,
Mate, you can.
he's
They're at
probably
Bunnings.
big,
I bought a
mate.
few before.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't want to know what we did to the bins,
Oh,
but yes.
Oh, that's gold. Well, mate, you've been an absolute gem of a guest.
That's
Seemed
right.
like a top bloke,
Yeah.
and we really would love to see your business do really well. Like
Absolutely.
your company, we'll be right behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cheers.
absolutely. We'll help give a couple of little pushes along the way too.
yeah, but
Yes, it has, boys.
Try
Well,
and push.
you know,
We're going to push the absolute shit out of this podcast.
Yeah.
Get it out as far as we can.
Yeah.
yeah, I reckon
But,
we'll probably even throw a bit of money at the.
Yeah.
I'll throw a bit of money at the sponsor the ad for it or something like
Like I said,
Yeah.
boys, like if any of the smaller companies or kids, young adults, whatever, that need safety glasses, I've got plenty here. And you know what, companies out there that know, I'd rather them go through Used Boys. So
Yep.
Used Boys can run raffles. I've got some here. If you boys want to do raffles or something like that. Like I said,
That'd
they
be
might
cool.
have a little nick here or there.
That'd be cool.
I'm happy to
Yeah.
send you boys,
Yeah.
a few pairs, send you 8 or 9 pairs down there and run a raffle once a month to start getting
Yeah.
the name out there.
We'll
This
have
and
a look
that.
at that, 'cause
That's
Yeah, we can-
brilliant.
we
often
can
do
tie it into
giveaways.
Yeah,
a big gift pack because
we
all
do
our
a-
business.
Yeah, we do a massive giveaway. Like we do, the beard oil products.
Yeah.
Crappie does barbecue rubs and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
so
man.
we mix everything in together, and
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
man.
That'd
it's
be absolutely awesome.
I've got there's some here, man. Here, so they're brand new, and they'll just have.
Yep.
They might have a little tap down there that a friggin' thing. So, yeah, man, I'm happy to send some down there and go hard with them.
If someone's going to complain about that for something, that's free,
Yeah, that's right.
then
That'd
fuck
be- that'd be-
My missus got OCD. I can't even see him half the time. So,
You're
Yeah.
like, what's
Yeah.
wrong?
yeah, yeah.
I know when you said about there's nick on these or something.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm looking around and going, I can't see shit.
mate, neither can I. She's like,
Fuck, once I've been in my hands, I get dropped instantly.
she's like a magnifying.
that's right.
You know when you're looking at a gem with your magna glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like an imperfection and then throw away.
Mate, I'm too scared to go back out that door. I reckon.
Yeah. Just really listen to everything you say.
If you hear a thud, it's just me hitting the ground.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, so let us
All
know,
right,
boys.
Nah,
Thanks for that. Yeah, we'll definitely
yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm gonna put an order in.
work something out. Yeah, we have to do.
Sure. I need.
Well, mate, if you chuck in an order, man, I'm happy to throw a couple of pairs in there to send them down here. We're sending the postage down there anyway, big fella.
Hey, you're in Brisbane, are you?
Yes, correct.
Or yeah, I'm only up in. I'm about an hour north of Brisbane anyway.
Yeah, I'm at Roryfield just there.
Oh, I'm in Woodford. So you're
Oh,
only half
yeah,
an hour from me.
yeah. I know where you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone we seem to deal with is from Brisbane.
Yeah,
we're from
Queensland.
South Australia.
We're in that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We never find anyone from South Australia to deal
Yeah.
with.
Mate,
Don't
it's all
worry,
AFL down there, that's why.
They're all
Yeah,
everyone's past retirement age.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, legends.
All right, boys, will you
Thanks
have a
for
good
coming on,
one?
mate.
No problem, man.
Good
Anyway,
stuff,
stay
boys.
That was
safe.
You
great.
too.
It was great to meet you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
You too. See you later, boys.
Catch
Have a
us
good
up.
one. Give someone a shaka and all that, and break the silence,
yeah,
mate.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Will do.
See you, boys.
Absolutely.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, boys.
Later, bro.
See you later.
Bearded Mafia podcast, yo, this raw. Rob, man, Ryan taking over.